I got fired, and cost the store approximately $30,000, by user I needed an llama. Cross-posted from r/anti-work. 2008 I quit/fired and they tried to get me arrested. I was working a second job at our local small grocery and butcher shop, few nights a week to pay for my kids' activities. I was hired as a cashier. The person that did the end-of-day butcher shop cleanup/sanitizing quit. So instead of hiring someone for cleanup, the owners decided that the cashiers could just do it between customers. The owner sat at their office, watching TV and fucking around, and when a customer came in, doorbell would ring, they would buzz the phone in the butcher area for the cashier to come check them out. When I came in for my shift at 6 p.m. and was told about the new setup, I told them, no. I was not hired to clean up the butcher area, I was hired to run the register and stock shelves. The owner then said I would clean the butcher shop or I could consider myself fired and they walked away. I said fine, I grabbed my things and left. Apparently, the owner thought I had given and was in doing the cleaning. So they buzzed the butcher area when customers came in for about 2 hours before someone told them no one was coming to check them out. The store's liquor area, cigarettes and scratchers got emptied out. It was 7:30 and I got a screaming phone call from the owner about how he was calling the police and I was going to get arrested. Yeah, right. Owner did call the police. The owner stated he wanted me arrested as an accomplice to the thefts, because I had left. Cops asked me to come to the store, which I did, and I explained that the owner had fired me, so I went home and the CCTV would prove that fact. The tape was reviewed, and plain as day, the owner said I was fired. I estimate they lost about $30.000.00. Forced dress code, by user L. Greitpier. I work as a manager in a warehouse. Non-climate controlled warehouse in the Midwest. Boss has decided as supervisors we now must wear collared shirts, polo or button down. So, I got a bunch of bright obnoxious Hawaiian shirts. Hey, they are collared, you just said collared. I got mushroom ones, comic strip ones, Lilo and Stitch, Pride. He is so confused right now. My sister wanted to eat like a dog so our mom made her eat like our dog, by user Tatagalilo. My sister was obsessed with 101 Dalmatians and decided that from the moment the film finished, the only way she was going to eat was like a dog. When I say she ate like a dog, I don't only mean that she lapped up her food with her tongue but also that she would not use any tables or cutlery and would only eat off the floor, couch or anywhere else our dog felt appropriate eating. My mom spent days convincing her that this was a terrible idea. Telling her that she should eat at the table with the rest of the family. Eventually my mom got sick of this and made a plan. If my sister wanted to eat like a dog then she was going to really eat like a dog, and I'm sure you can see where this is going. My mom decided that my sister was now only going to be fed dog biscuits for every meal until she figured out that being a dog wasn't all it was cracked up to be, and to my sister's credit, she really managed to hold out for a lot longer than I expected for an 8-year-old. She held out for a solid day and a half before she decided that she couldn't do it anymore. Anyways, her favorite movie is Aladdin now. Keep rinsing the rice until the water runs clear? Got it, by user Faulty Carbon. Years ago, I was a cook at a well-known fast casual restaurant known for their large burritos and charging extra for guac. I worked hard because the place was very understaffed given the number of customers that came in. Management was understanding when we had to cut corners to make sure people did not wait for food. One of the rules we had to follow before cooking the rice was to rinse the raw rice 3 times until the water runs clear. Vague? I know. How clear is clear? What if, after 3 rinses, the water is not clear? 3 times and runs clear? Or 3 times or runs clear? Who knows? I did not ask. Most of the time we would give the rice 1 or 2 rinses before throwing it into the cooker. Never had any problems with customers complaining about it, and we never ran out of rice. Since there were never any problems, management did not care. Everyone was happy. That is until, one day, Miss Manager decides it is time to enforce every single rule exactly. Not sure why. To get to the position she was in, she knew how to do all the individual tasks in the kitchen, so she knew the rules. However, she did not know how to conduct the symphony of the dozens of simultaneous tasks at the speed and accuracy required to keep customers moving and to never burn anything. I did. She did not know which corners were okay to cut and which ones were not. I did. As I was getting ready for the busy shift, but the kitchen was not in busy mode yet. I am rinsing rice and Miss Manager approaches me. Make sure to rinse the rice until the water runs clear. I look at her and respond, I always do. She knew I was lying, but she knew why. She knew that it would take longer to make the rice. But I was the only one who could make sure that rice never runs out. Her life would be hell if we ran out of rice. She had a chance to let it go. She did not, though. Mr. Cook, I know you don't follow that rule. Keep rinsing the rice until the water runs clear, and before you put this rice on the cooker, come find me and show me that it runs clear. I looked at her with a straight face and replied, keep rinsing the rice until the water runs clear? Got it. I begin. Fill the pot of rice with water, agitate the rice, pull out the perforated part of the pot, and dump out all of the cloudy water. After 3 times, the water is still resembles water skim milk. I look up. She is watching me. She asks, does that water look clear to you? It was rhetorical. I see how it is. I start rinsing again. Satisfied, she walks away. I continue repeating the process. A while goes by, and yes, I am counting the number of times. The long grains of rice are breaking apart and the entire pot is turning into a strange mushy mixture of white rice. Given the time I am taking on this dumb task, everything else that needs to get started in the kitchen is falling behind. Finally, Miss Manager appears in the kitchen again. You're still rinsing rice? The timing was perfect. I dump out the water in front of her and ask, does that water look clear to you? As I dump out the precursor to slightly watered down horchata, she softly says, no. I step away from the sink. How many times do you think I've rinsed this rice? I ask. 7, she answers. No, try 37. I wasn't joking. I have rinsed this rice 37 times and the water is not running clear to your satisfaction. Should I continue? She looks at the rice, knows it is unusable, and that she has lost the fight. On one hand, she cannot tell me to keep going because the ground up rice was only a few rinses and a cook away from becoming grits. On the other hand, she cannot tell me to stop rinsing because then she would be in violation of the sacred rice rinsing commandment. Additionally, she cannot fire me, otherwise the store could not open. She scheduled me to work the entire day, and she sure knows that she could not do what I do in the kitchen. Fine, she relents. Get back in there and make sure we're ready when it's time to open. I laughed to myself as I went back to work. I win. Give her what she wants, by userneat_warthog2633. I work at a department store that routinely has % off coupons for additional discounts. We also offer a 10% senior discount every day. But the rule is only 1% off can be applied to your purchase. Enter Karen into my checkout line. She has a 40% off coupon and has lots of items to be purchased. After scanning her cart load, I scan her 40% off coupon. She then informs me that she is a senior, obvious, and wants her 10% off also. I tell her that only 1% can be applied. Of course she wants a manager. Manager shows up next to me and tells her the same rule. She becomes irate and demands her senior discount. Manager tells her again only 1% can be applied. But she is insisting on her senior discount. So manager reaches over me and applies the 10% senior discount. She gets the I got my way smirk on her face. Then manager removes the 40% off discount from the transaction and lady about loses her mind. Where's my 40% coupon? Manager said you insisted on your 10% senior discount, so I gave it to you. She backtracked pretty quickly and said she wants the 40% instead of the senior discount. I really wish she hadn't noticed and only got the senior discount.